What's happening, everybody? Come on in. Hey, Michelle Hunter. Come on in, come on in, come on in. How is everybody on this Thursday evening? We're going to talk about it, y'all. Come on in. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful evening. I hope your day has been great. I just got back, just made it in. Went and hung out with some law school classmates of mine. One of our members of the group, I guess you'd say. Birthday was last week, so we got together and went to dinner and hung out, catching up. Everybody's so busy now. Hey, Raquel, how are you? What's going on, Dineva? I hope everybody's doing well. Y'all been so patient. I appreciate it. I'm gonna get back on my YouTube job. I'm being a bad YouTube pastor. But y'all, I'm telling you, when I tell you the work has been for real, the work has been for real. But I am so glad to come hang out with my family, YouTube family, and we are going to get it in. All right. All right. Everybody doing okay this evening? I'm doing good. Your girl is tired, man, but we're going to push through and we're going to have ourselves a good conversation. Okay. Uh-oh, I did the wrong thing. Okay. That's too much. That's too much. All right, we're gonna get it in. Let's get to going. Listen, let's talk about it. Let's catch up on what's been happening and what has been 104. We had 103 a few days ago. I have a cousin that lives in Arizona. She posted a picture. The temperature was 119. I just don't know how they do it. Why they do that? I'm telling you the truth. It was 103 here, and I started turning around and go back home. I can't do that. Lord have mercy. Well, let's get in. Let's get to talking. All right, let's get to talking. Let's catch up. First thing I want to do is announce that the Patreon page is up. Patreon page is up. I posted it. I tried to post it on my social media site so that you guys would see it and you guys would know about it. And I don't know if y'all know about it, but I'm announcing it. The Patreon page is up. Go on over, join, and we are going to start having our conversations over there at Patreon that we cannot have out here in the public sphere. And over there, we're going to talk about everything y'all want to talk about. You're going to be able to ask the questions you want to ask so we can have the conversation. All right. So let's get it going. We have our topics for this evening. I am disappointed. I come out the box being disappointed. Now, y'all know. Hey, Lady J Falls. What's going on? Hello, world. I'm learning how to do live in Patreon. I'm going to be putting some videos up. More activity will be over on Patreon that will be happening here. I'm still going to be out here in the public sphere, but I'm going to give y'all some extra stuff over in Patreon, okay? We're going to be talking about getting better, making ourselves better, addressing issues with our family, I know y'all got questions about all this stuff that's happening in the political sphere, and we want to be able to discuss and have. So when there are things happening and going on, I will be doing videos and uploading them over on Patreon. So you all will have access to all of that over at Patreon. Okay. All right. I'm working out my schedule now because I'm going to have a designated time when I'm going to come on live on Patreon. And right now it's looking like it's probably going to be early Saturday morning. That's about all the time I got, to be honest. I hope that works for everybody. All right. I come out the box being a little bit disappointed. The one video that I did on the canceling of TGIF, I think was sufficient because I just felt like I just could not understand how intelligent African American people would mess up everybody but Arman, apparently, a $250,000 bag over somebody's feelings being hurt, saying he is talking about me. That did not make intelligent sense to me. And because of that, I just thought it was foolish. They foolish. They're going to realize they foolish, but by the time they do, it will be too late. They realized they were foolish. Brad, what are you supposed to be doing? Come tell the people, hey. No, come here. Boy, come here. You made me interrupt my whole life to correct you. So come on around here and tell the people, hey, tell them hey and good night.
Hello, good night.
Come on. Tell them hey.
Hello, good night.
All right. Thank you, sir. Hey, you still got to walk the dogs now. Hurry up. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. And here we are. The whole thing had resolved itself. It had got quiet. It had settled down. And everybody, I thought, was moving on with their life. But here comes Carlos King. That's right, Raquel. Come tell all your aunties, hey, Lord Jesus. Here comes Carlos King to stir the mess back up. Now, if you ask Sherelle World, Carlos King is the devil. And he did this intentionally to stir up views for his channel. He don't care about creating confusion in people's lives so long as he's able to benefit from it. Everybody say, hey, Brent. Hey, Seeker. How you doing, baby? All right. Let's get her in. So, I don't know if Carlos intentionally had this interview with Funky for the purpose of reopening wounds. I can't say that. There's a part of me that believes that this was done intentionally to wait until all of the emotions were out. Everybody had to say what they had to say, right? Everything dies down. Now Funky can tell his side of the story and it not be so inflamed. Now, that's me, I guess. Thank you, Miss Sharon T. Thank you so much. That's me, probably, as y'all say, stop taking up for these folks. And it's not that I'm taking up for anybody, y'all, I promise. It's just that I try my best to give people the benefit of the doubt and look at things from all perspectives before I jump hot on one side, right? But the interview stirred up some stuff. And it definitely stirred up some stuff with Arman Wiggins. But in the midst of this conversation, y'all know I like to talk about things that make us think. I thought about something. I had a question that I wanted to bring to the table. Should you warn someone of an impending situation? Should you warn them? Because according to funkydineva, Quentin, when he found out what Claudia Jordan's plan was to get rid of Arman, he went into action to help Arman. He shared some things with Arman so Arman would be aware, would be prepared for the situation that he was about to walk into, how to navigate the waters so that whatever happens, you can scale, you can, slide right on through. If it blows up, great. If it doesn't, it's okay, because I've told you how to position yourself. Sika said it was very calculated. Hey, Overcomer, I am 6. Now, we have a tendency to want to help our brothers and sisters out. And Funky has said that the main reason why he wanted to help Arman, because Arman was a fellow co-laborer in these YouTube streets. He's a gay black man like Funky. Funky has said that he's had some of the same experiences. And he did not want to see that happen to Arman. But Arman has said, I don't want no help. Keep it. Lord of mercy. And here's what's interesting. Here's what I find very, very interesting, y'all. You guys are fighting over this one job. You all are willing to take each other to the streets and drag each other in the streets. Just drag each other. And you don't have a thought that the people who are looking, who are considering putting you on in another place at another time may reconsider, because if this is how you will act under a stressful, pressed situation over there, how are you going to conduct yourself if I bring you over here? Hey, Medicine Woman 222. Overcome I am 6 says Arman sabotaged that job. Sound like Funky was just trying to help him. Yes. But I wanted to talk about this because we got a lot of young people, and young people come out and we tell our young people to be confident. We tell our young people, hey, have some pride about yourself. There's nothing wrong with confidence, but baby, don't let your confidence slide over into arrogance. I don't know how many young people I have watching. I know I'm supposed to be watching my analytics, but I don't, y'all. I just be here with y'all, with the people. But I thought it was a good opportunity to speak to my young folks who swear by God. They ain't been here but 20-some years, 30-some years, but somehow they know more than the people who's been here for 40-some years, for 50-some years, for 60-some years. Well, just because that happened to you don't mean it's going to happen to me. That's a fact. It doesn't. But just in case it does, wouldn't it be nice to have the information that you need that prepares you for it when and if it does happen. Would that not be nice? But Arman got his feelings hurt. And listen now, I do want to give this brother some compassion. Because he is young. He don't know no better. Even though he think he does. Hello, oh my God. Bobby Hawkins, hey baby. Come on here. I'm coming. Hey, Clarissa Person. Something is strange on TV. There's no space for comments, but on my phone I can see the comment, but not on TV. Anyway, I'm watching. Well, come on, Clarissa, and watch. I don't know because I'm seeing the comments come in. But come on in. Watch it on your phone. Come on. I love Funky. He said just the other day, you have to correct people with love. And medicine woman, I'm going to be honest. When Raquel said, isn't he like 30? He's young. He's way younger than Funky. And he's done well to be young. He's done very well to be a young man and to be making it happen in these YouTube streets. I got to give him credit for it. I mean, my God, he's sitting on 200 and some subscribers. I'm still pushing to get to 10. But it's all good. It's all good. But this is the thing, right? You can have way more subscribers. Having more subscribers does not mean you have common sense. Because all you got to do, you can just come on here and act a fool and get attention. Wisdom is gained through living a life. And you're going to gain it one or two ways. You're going to use your ears and hear the advice that is being given to you by good, wise counsel, or you're going to spend money out your pocket buying the sense. One or two. I've been young before, hard-headed, thought I knew everything, had it all under control. I hear you, but I got it. I tell my son this now. He doesn't listen either. Tell my son this right now. You, my son, and my godson, you do not have to learn everything from your mistakes. I said, did you know that? Because I don't think a lot of people know this. You do everything you learn, you do not have to learn it from your own mistakes. You can learn some stuff by looking at the mistakes of others and figuring out how not to do it that way. I got to the place where I learned, you know what? There was a time when I wanted to go run with scissors and run right into a brick wall. Let me figure it out for myself. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to keep you from falling in a ditch. Let me fall in a ditch. I'm going to figure it out for myself. I got to the place where I didn't want to fall in the ditch. I figured the time that it was taking me to figure out how to get out of the ditch that I had gotten myself into, right? I could be spending that time being more productive. The drama with Claudia and A.R. Reynolds was a problem too. They had words. Now that's a word, Judge. Come on here. Y'all better hear me, young folk. You teaching tonight. Y'all better hear me. Dinitra, I know you young. Listen, I'm trying to help you. Funky was very clear in that there was an issue between Al Reynolds and Claudia. He don't know when that issue came to be because these two had a relationship with each other before all three of them came together to do TGIF. He found it difficult to maneuver and manage that situation. That confusion that went on between Claudia and Al, the fact that the Fox, the corporation, would not properly negotiate with Funky, all became the perfect storm to make him decide to leave, or that brought him to the decision to leave. And he did that because it was easy. The one thing Funky keeps saying over and over and over again is, I did not need the money. He said, now don't get it twisted. An extra $250,000, I think everybody could use. He said, but at the position I was in, I did not need it to survive. And because I did not need it, I didn't have to take what they were willing to give. If you were not going to appreciate me and show me that you were willing to do something because I was worth it, you appreciated what I brought to the table, which is all of these, my people. If you're not going to do that, and I don't have to be here, I'm not. Now, I thought that was interesting because I wanted to discuss this with my people. I don't know why this has turned into a teaching moment, because I'm usually about trying to talk about the mess. Well, in order to be able to have your own testimony, don't you have to make your own mistakes? I mean, I want to do it or experience it, so if I make a mistake, I can speak from my own experiences. Okay. All right. Oh, I love it. Thank you, Dineva. Good. That's wonderful. Now, let me tell you, are you telling me that the only way you can testify is by coming out of a mess? There's a gospel singer by the name of Fred Hammond. Has anybody heard of it? Fred Hammond tells all the time, being delivered out the club, being delivered off alcohol and drugs, being delivered out of a gang, being delivered out of the hood. Those ain't his testimonies. Oh, that mercy. Oh, come on here. Come on here, saints. Fred said, that ain't my testimony, because I didn't do none of that. None of that was my life. My testimony is God was good by not putting me in that situation, by keeping me from those situations. That's my testimony. Oh, I wish I had some help up in here. You telling me the only way you can testify is that God got to bring you out of a mess? No, I'm going to testify how God blessed me to have a mind to listen, a mind to want to have sound, good counsel on my side to keep me from having to make all these mistakes. No, baby, you can test. God is blessing you by keeping you out of the fire. The only testimony don't have to be that you were in it and he delivered you out of it. Praise God. Hallelujah. Y'all don't want me to talk. Wait, ho, ha. Hey, come on here, somebody. Listen, can my testimony be that God healed me from cancer? Oh, yes, it can. Oh, yes, it can. But is it not just a good testimony that God kept me from cancer? Oh, come on here, somebody. Come on here, somebody. What the saints at? Oh, glory to God. Hallelujah. Hey, Corn Silk, checking in from Ocean City, Maryland. Come on here, somebody. What the saints at? Is there a testimony in the house? I understand. I do understand, Anitra. I do. Because I've been there. And when you are on the side of not knowing, it is different from being on the other side of having found out. Hey! Oh, glory to God. Come on, Danitra. No. What I'm saying is I have to live this life. And you and all the people who taught and raised me, taught me, and gave me the tools I need. Absolutely. But here's the thing, right? Taking those tools and using them. And I'm speaking to young people, but can I be honest? It's some old folks that still won't listen. So now it's up to me to take those tools and use them. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. But I was speaking of the young people who receive sound counseling but disregard it, ignore it. Ignore it. I felt the protection of God more when I started using common sense and listening. Lord have mercy. This life come with enough trial and tribulation. I don't need nothing extra. I take others at their word. Hit the like button, saints. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. I'm telling you, your head gonna get beat upside it by life. So anything that you can give me that's gonna make this journey just a little bit lighter, I want it. I want it. If you've been up the road and you saw that there's a hole in the middle of the road, and you come back and say, "Hey, babe, you want to turn around, babe? There's a big old hole up there." I've had this happen to me, y'all. I've had somebody tell me you can't go. The road closed. And I went on down there. You know what I found when I got down there? The road was closed. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the road was closed. Bloomfield? Is that Connecticut? CT. Is that Connecticut? Granite 15. Is that Connecticut? Praise God, you preaching and teaching real good. Y'all hear me? I have had that happen. Traveling down the highway, car coming back in the other direction, flag me down and say, to save me time, to save me money, to say, because that's gas I could have saved. But I just kept trucking. And the road was closed. And you know what I had to do? I had to turn around and go back. Lost time, lost money, because I wouldn't listen. I just had to see it for myself. Carolina. Whoop, whoop. You know, let me see. Have I ever been to North Carolina? I got to come visit North Carolina. I was on this thing, I guess bucket list you call it, where I was going to visit every state in the country. I said I was on it, didn't I? I'm still on it. I ain't made it there yet. But I've been around. All right, guys, y'all hit that like and share button for me. I sure would appreciate it. Push us through the algorithms, okay? All right, let's listen a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you long on this one because I got two other things up there. But I just want to touch on this. And I know Arman don't know me. Arman doesn't know me from a can of paint. So what I say to him or about him, I'm sure he's going to ignore. But I want to say this to him. I understand. I understand your pain. Because I've been in a situation where I was trying to bring peace to both sides and end up getting caught up. And then come to realize I was just a pawn in the first place. It wasn't even about me. I just was moving me around on the chessboard. So I do understand your pain, brother. And I pray that God will heal your heart. I pray that God will bring you peace. And I do pray and hope that none of this would block, slow down, or stop you from progressing, young man. You for whatever it's worth, Arman, people like you, you a draw, and go get it, brother. Go get it. But help doesn't always have to look good or feel good, right? See, we know in the church, the Bible says this: the Lord chasteneth those that He loves, right? He disciplines. He get back in line. Hey, get over there. It's not always gonna feel good. It's not always gonna be pretty. Now I understand Arman. Arman was somewhat upset because he felt like Funky should have personally talked to him or at least gave him a heads up that he was going on this interview with Carlos King and gonna be putting this all out and calling him immature. I understand him. He might not have liked it. It might not have felt good or sounded good. But I've seen Funky get on some folks and read some people. And I believe that if Funky really had an issue with you, if Funky really believed that you were what other people say you were, I think Funky could have came a lot harder at you than what he did. And I didn't take it that he was coming at you. He came off like he was seriously frustrated with you because he felt like he had gave you hand delivered the game plan for you to win, whether the show stayed or went away. And you didn't stick to the game plan. You did it your way, which is fine. But the results are not good. It's okay that you do it your way. I tell my son all the time, that's what you want to do it. Let's see how well that works out for you. My job is to make sure you succeed, son. So there ain't nothing that's going to come out of my mouth that's not going to be for your benefit. But if you think you know better, let's see. Seeker. That's Bible. That's Bible. The blood's off your hand. Keep on being led by the Spirit. Trying to say that part. Funky seemed both sincere and frustrated. He did to me. He did to me. I like Funky, but I have no problems when Funky has done something or said something he shouldn't. I have no problem saying that was a little bit too much. He went a little too far. He bagged that up. I'm not holding up for anything. I mean, Funky, I thought, was being open and honest. Did y'all hear him say he told them folk, I tell you what, he said, okay, let's see. I ain't worth the extra $250. Well, let's see. And he started going live the same time. TGIF started going. He said, yes, I was petty. Now, Arman said something about that I got to give him credit. I got to give him credit. He said, after Funky admitted that yeah, there was a little bit of him that felt vindicated when the show failed. Arman said, would you not consider that to be immature? Is that not childish to be petty? Arman? Yes. I'm just gonna tell you, right out the gate, out front, on Front Street, yes, sir. Yes. It was petty. He was in his feelings. Yeah. But I think here's the difference. What Funky was doing didn't have nothing to do with what you all were doing. Funky was in competition with Fox Soul. This may be, he didn't say this. Funky didn't say this. This is Judge T's assessment, my opinion. Okay? My opinion. And what this is. Okay? My opinion. Funky did not say this. But when Funky quit, when Fox Soul would not negotiate properly with him and give him something, and he left, it became a competition. These are two business people trying to see baby, this is Coke and Pepsi. Can we both survive, or is one gonna crush the other one? Because I'm sure the people over in Fox Soul did not want Funky to do better than them. They wanted him to feel like he needed Fox Soul and he was gonna come back. He's gonna need to come back because this money that we paying him, he's gonna miss it. Funky had to show them that even without your money, I can still make it. I can keep doing what I'm doing and I can add to it. Because he acknowledged when he started looking at the money, if I do for myself what I'm doing for you, I can make all the money and keep it for myself. I ain't got to beg and plead and negotiate to get an extra $250. Baby, I'll get an extra $250,000 extra. That didn't have nothing to do with you, Arman. You didn't do nothing to Funky. Funky didn't do nothing to you. Al didn't do nothing to Funky. Funky didn't do nothing to Al. I can't say that about Claudia and Funky because I don't really understand that situation. But that fight was between Funkydineva Ross / Quentin Latham and Fox Soul. Yeah, he was petty, but he didn't get on his channel and have a tantrum. I'm just getting at that, Shannon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't think it was petty. Fucking showed them who brought the crowd, and they all went to YouTube. It wasn't towards them. It was toward Fox. That's right, Medicine Woman 22. That's just what I'm saying. This was not about you all and Funky. And I think when Funky says you got to get your maturity game up, that's what he's saying, because you didn't realize, you thought it was about you. And it wasn't. It didn't have anything to do with you. It had everything to do with how Fox Soul was playing this man who understood his value and his worth. He understood that you only have what you have because of me. Not trotting on Claudia or Al, but it's a fact. This is business. This wasn't bragging. It was business. It's how business is done. And what he was trying to tell you, Arman, look, man, it's a mess over there. Stay out of it. Focus on what you come here to do. Build your brand. Build your name. Let the people see you and know who you are and see that you can handle yourself in this situation and keep it moving. But you went over there, like Funky said, and got caught up in the sauce. And you did. And then when it came time for you to respond, you didn't respond properly. When this mess was first going on and the word was going out that it was going to be canceled and y'all was out trying to say we on hiatus, we coming back next week in 2 weeks and all this kind of stuff, that, Arman, I thought you were great because you wasn't speaking. You wasn't talking. And I found it amazing that everybody was quiet. You was quiet. Al was quiet. And only somebody out there running around, running her mouth was Claudia Jordan. Now, everybody had an issue and a question about that roast. Arman, in his response to the interview between Funky and Carlos, said that when Funky made the comment, Carlos asked Funky, what did he think about the roast? Funky said the first thing he thought was somebody put a battery in his back. Arman got upset about that. Who put the battery in my back? Who? Was it you who was telling me who to stay away from and who not to talk to and who not to text and who not to... But out of your own mouth in the same live stream, Arman, you said that Funky only told you about Claudia Jordan. He didn't tell you about Al. So if Funky didn't give you the inside info about Al, who did? Because the people that don't even work with Fox Soul said you wasn't there long enough to know all of that stuff that you knew about Al. Not all of it. You may have experienced some of it, but not all of it. Because some of it was birthed before you got there. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, it wasn't personal. It was business. It was business. I don't know any of these people, but I'm enjoying what you are saying. Well, all right, Adrian. Who said who did it? Who did it? Let's watch a little bit. Let's watch a little bit. Let's watch a little bit. Oh, shucks. Hold on. I gotta set it up so you can see it, Jesus. I'll be the only somebody watching. Okay, we're gonna. Okay. All right. All right. All right. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. There we go. I know I keep saying all right. All right. This is Carlos King. Calls himself reality. His YouTube podcast is Reality with the King. Carlos is the gentleman who what did Carlos do? He was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta when he came. He was the production company behind Real Housewives of Atlanta. Not in the beginning. He came in midway into the season, and now it is his show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, the Bell Collective, which is out of Mississippi, and Love and Marriage Detroit, and he got something else. It's a new show. I can't think of what it is. But that's who Carlos is, and y'all see the dark-skinned, skinny gentleman. That is Funky Dineva. Thank you so much, Adrian. I appreciate you, darling. I do. Glad to have you, Adrian. Yeah, welcome, Adrian, into the family. I was in the bushes. I don't know either. All right, Michelle. Oh, man. Oh, yes, Clarice. Somebody find a disclaimer for me and put it up. I'm on. Okay. So, y'all find, if somebody find it for me and put it in the chat, I'm going to copy it and save it. I'll put it in the description once the live stream is over, and I'll save it somewhere so that I can easily go grab it and get it, because I just be forgetting about it, y'all. That's all. I'll be trying to get here and focus on making sure I keep all this information straight in my head that I want to talk about, try to get y'all some visuals to go along with what I'm talking about, and I forget about it. And I thank y'all, because y'all will go and copy and paste it and put it in the chat for me, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Y'all help you too, Pastor Child. I'll be over here struggling. All right, so Carlos is big-time TV producer. If you listen to Sherelle World, who's a YouTuber, Sherelle said Carlos was over there acting like he had money, he was broke. And so he saw that people was making good money over here on YouTube. So he came over here and got him a YouTube channel. But he's the devil. She talks about him like a dog, I swear for God. She got a problem with him and that situation with Kiki Jabbar over there at Love and Marriage Huntsville. Y'all going over there. Sherelle tell you. She gonna tell you that it's Carlos' fault that Kiki Jabbar is no longer with us. She said Tisha was over there telling Carlos them that Kiki is fragile. I don't care what y'all say. I know she got a degree. Yeah, she had it going on. But right now, she's fragile. Leave her alone. Let her. She ain't ready for this. And they just kept But she didn't say they. She said Carlos just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushed that girl right into unaliving herself and had the unmitigated gall to say nothing about her past until Sherelle started saying, why is he not saying anything? Why is he not addressing what happened to that girl? She was a part of his family. Oh, going over there. Go to Sherelle World. She's going to tell you all about it. She's going to tell you all about it. Yes. 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 Well, she over there talking. She talking to talk. She talking to talk. Shana said, he who has an ear. I'm just saying, child. That's what Sherelle say. That's what Sherelle say. I can say this. I will say this. And then we're going to move on, get back on our topic. It shocked me. It caught me off guard. Allegedly. I ain't saying this. Carlos, I'm just repeating what she said, and it's out on her live. This wasn't no private conversation we had, and then I brought it out here. She put it out here already. I'm just repeating what she said. Allegedly. I don't know. But there's two things about that situation. One, when Mel kicked Kiki to the curb the way she did, I said, If the whole, if half a whole of a season was whether or not Kiki was back on drugs or that struggle had come back, that kind of rejection on TV, y'all couldn't have done a better way. How about this? How about just not bring her back next season? Did y'all have to do that way? I know we want the ratings, but did we not just spend a whole year with the belief that Kiki had started back using? Now, thank God, I believe she wasn't. That was proven or resolved. But I just didn't like it. Number two, Carlos didn't say nothing about Kiki's passing for a long time. I didn't understand that. That's all I got to say about that. Going over to Sherelle World, and she gonna give you all the rest, okay? You poke the bear, you suffer the consequences. Mel used that woman. Now, Adrian, I don't know nothing about Huntsville. Hey, St. James. Hey, y'all. Oh, the great apostle prelate has made his way. Hey, St. James. I saw you house hunting the other day. St. James, I know you was on live, but I couldn't hear. I was trying to listen to you, but I was at a little gathering from a friend. I got a question. Did you talk about Keon? Did you see Keon ask them folks for all that money? I think I'm the only person who don't watch Huntsville. Girl, you gotta watch it. It's so funny. I know a little about Huntsville. I stopped watching a long time ago. Medicine woman, me either. Y'all killing me. Y'all ain't watching. They got all that drama going on over there. Y'all ain't watching it. He was respected. Kiki family said, don't be attacking her. Don't come with your negativity. That's what Kiki family said. Give those folks, hold your negative comments, remarks, attacks. Hold it. Let us grieve. Let us get through this. Could you hold on just a little while before you start telling us all the negative things you want to tell us? That didn't have nothing to do with that man putting a post that says Kingdom Reign Production Company was saddened to hear about the passing of Kiki Jabbar. We want her family and fans to know that we miss her, and we will be praying for the family during these trying times. How would that not be respectful? Aiden says sometimes don't be sorry, Aiden. Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. We ain't none of us got no business over there watching that foolishness. But boy, it'd be so good. It'd be so good, y'all. I touched on it, but these folks asking for millions in a reception is wild. Oh my God. I'm like, man. You watch Pastor Keon though. You watch Pastor Keon. You watch it. You gonna give him that money he asked for. After the storm tore the church up. I ain't mad at Pastor Keon. Pastor Keon want a bigger church, and the people gonna give you the money to build it, then build a church. Is the people okay over there? Don't nobody need no help. Everybody good. I'm talking about. I'm too far. I know you ain't good. I promise if you going over there and jump in it, you're going to be fine. The Pastor Keon question mark. All right, we're going to get to Keon. I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all all about it. I don't watch it. It was her family that was negative. Oh, Overcomer said, it was the people. It was the family. Thank Carlos. I'm going to have subscribe, just watch interviews from afar. Why was he asking for money? Because the storm tore the church up. And the insurance company won't give him enough money to make it bigger. He don't want to build it back like it was. He want to build it back bigger. They just said, Pastor Keon ain't getting my money. He asked a lot of, he said around the world, no, Sika, you ain't gonna give him that money. He said they got 50,000 people standing on the outside of the church on Sunday. And he don't want them people to miss the Lord. They need a bigger sanctuary. I guess adding a service on Sunday is just he did, Seeker. He did. He said, but the insurance company ain't giving them what they supposed to have. No, they just giving them what's in their policy. What noise? Me laughing? What you hear? My air condition? Woo! $4 million. Is that how much he asked for? Hold on. For real though. For real though. It was $4. I didn't add it up. Hang on. It's coming. All right. Let's watch a little bit of this right quick.
I decided to walk and not stick it out with Foxhole.
Now listen, everybody. This is for entertainment and educational purposes. This video belongs to Carlos King. We're gonna give him credit, and we're gonna use a little snippet. I'm gonna stop it. We're gonna talk a little bit about it, but this is fair use. Fair use. Mississippi. United States copyright law allows fair use of other people's work. So long as credit is given, we acknowledge that, and we do some different things with it. All right, here we go.
Is because nobody was giving us a clear direction on what we're doing. Are y'all taking this show to TV? We've been here now for 4 years. What are we doing?
Now, right here in this clip, Funky is talking about the thing that led him to leave. One of the things that led him to leave TGIF was the frustration and not being able to get clear directive as to what the show was doing. He's going to tell you that he came over to Foxhole with the belief and the hope, of course, that as the show increased, viewership increased, notoriety of the show increased, that there would be a level of trajectory for him. And every time he would try to have a conversation with the leadership about that trajectory, he could never get a straight answer. Y'all still hear it? That's right. It was 21 days. He was asking for 2,100 people to give what? $2,100 in 21 days. I think that's what it was. That right, Seeker? Y'all still hear the oh, I got you. Yes, I understand what y'all are asking me for. That is this. It's my diabetic warning. My pod. I have a Omnipod. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and I have a Omnipod where my insulin goes, and I have a sensor that keeps me aware of where my blood sugar levels are and make sure that I stay in range. That's what that noise is. I apologize, guys. Let me turn down this phone. I think that might do it. Hold on. I know what will for sure. I know what will for sure. Okay. I think we're good. All right. So this is where we're picking up. This is him talking about, all the things that led to him leaving.
You know what I'm saying? Is the network growing? Is it? And every time we would ask questions, people would just talk in circles. And so another layer to me walking away is I don't need you to sit on YouTube. Okay. If anything, I'm trying to elevate beyond YouTube. I don't need you for YouTube. And I'm not being cocky. I'm not being arrogant. I'm not trying to be any of those things. But the lion's share of the people watching are my audience. I brought these people here. You know what I'm saying? Like when Foxhole started, they had everything they had going on. And here is the proof in the pudding, because there were some incidences where, people were feeling themselves and didn't want to give a bitch their things, okay? You had Queens with Cocktail, which was Vivica Fox.
Let me also apologize for the language. Now, y'all know I cover and hide all mine. I don't know how to go in and bleep all that out and stuff. So please bear with me as they express themselves.
Selena Johnson, Lisa Ray, and Claudia Jordan. Undeniably, all 4 of those women individually have a much higher profile than I do.
Absolutely.
Undeniably.
Yeah.
But collectively, they couldn't even do the numbers that we were over there doing on TGIF. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of...
Here's what Funky is talking about. Foxhole came out, black programming across the board, right? One of the shows that was on Fox Soul was Queens with Cocktails. It was a similar show to what TGIF, Claudia, Funky, and Al Reynolds had going on. It just is over there. All of the ladies, all of the panelists were ladies and high-ranking named ladies, as he said. Vivica Fox, Selena. Who else was over there, y'all? What's her name? What's her name? Sister was over there. The one that was married to that Dwayne boy. She had the what? Didn't you have an African husband or something? Y'all know who I'm talking about without me saying it, ain't that right? Mm-hmm. Right? So what Funky is saying is, here you have a show. Lisa Ray, thank you, Cynthia. Here you have a show with big name stars. We're not even talking about reality personality, right? These women are movie stars. And yet, TGIF was doing more numbers than Cocktails with Queens. To Funky's point, when Cocktail with Queens got canceled, that freed up money for the network. You know, with Vivica Fox and all these heavy hitting ladies, they were paying them a pretty penny for them to be there. When you cancel the show, you have freed up all this money. All this money. And you can't add $60,000 to this man's salary to keep him there when he's the one bringing you the viewership in the first place.
Those things where your popularity per se ain't got shit to do with what's going on right here. You see what I'm saying? And when I left, the numbers left. Those were my people. Those were my people. So why am I going to just sit here with all of this going on? You know, the contract ain't looking too right, and just continue to let y'all leech off of my damn people when I can just take my people back to where they came from and keep the money. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then what ended up happening is I'm like, well, I was already making whatever it is I was making. And then things got a little messy. I'm not going to lie. I started doing my show at 8 o'clock at the same time as theirs to be messy, bitch. I'm not going
to. See, I can appreciate that. Yes. We are messy.
Oh, yeah.
We can say, well, that was messy.
Yeah.
That other thing you're talking about.
I said, oh, really? Oh, bitch, I'll fix you. I said, bitch, like Raspisha Latimer said, she want to go down the slide. I'm going to show a bitch how to go down the slide. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like, well, you know what, Q? You were already sitting in the chair at 8 o'clock every night any goddamn way. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? You were over there doing this same job, getting $250 for them. You can just do it for yourself and make $5. You know what I'm saying?
Just business. Just a good business point. And once again, being straight up and honest, hey, you all want to give me a good ride without protection? Well, let's ride. I had a friend of mine who was dating this guy, and she was in love with him. And to be honest, he was in love with her. But he just couldn't keep his thing tame. Guess what she did? She didn't leave him. She got even. Oh, okay. Listen, it's okay if you want to play, as long as we playing. If you playing, I'm playing, but you won't be playing by yourself. Brought him right on in. Brought him right on in. Brought him right on in. Funky's position is, okay, so you want to play me? Well, let's play and see how this works out. You're losing your shows. I'm gaining subscribers. You have put me in a position now where I was working for you to help you make money. Now I'm doing that same work for me, and I'm making all the money. Let's play together. Let's play together. Come on, y'all. Let's hit that like button. Thank you so much, Clarice. I appreciate y'all. Come on, guys. Help me out. Push us through. Push us through. Jamal. Oh, Lord. Master Woman said, these preachers are bona fide hustlers. I wouldn't be surprised if they are taking the EBT card for tithe. Then wonder why people only come to Judge T Church. Oh, you don't need no building to teach God's people. Let's move up a little bit. I want to see if I can find.
Gave him this information. He simply had not gave gross. And the reason why I thought it was gross is because.
Here we go.
To Al, what was your first thought?
A battery was put in his back. A battery was put in his back. These are my thoughts. Can't prove it. Don't know for a fact. I thought a battery was put in his back. I thought it was deeply personal. I thought it was extremely unprofessional. I thought it was completely I thought it was gross. I thought it was gross. And the reason why I thought it was gross is because obviously in having had work there, a lot of the things that he was saying, he had not even been there long enough to experience or even know what the fuck he was talking about. Okay. And it's just the things that were coming out of his mouth had trappings of somebody gave him this information. He simply had not been there long enough. And going back to our earlier conversation when I was talking about the maturity piece, that's the thing right there. Like I laid out for Arman everything he needed to do to be successful at that show. And in my opinion, he went there and did the complete opposite. And I'm very disappointed in him for it. I am, because I rooted for you. I rooted for you when there were actually people working against you being there. And I informed him that there are people who don't want you there. There are people who are going out of their way to not have you here. Told him who the people were and everything. And then I told him everything he needed to do to be successful there. And you went up there and drank the Kool-Aid and got lost in the sauce and did the complete opposite. And if I'm being honest, was a major contributing factor as far as I can see as to why the shit got canceled.
You think it's his fault?
I don't think it's his fault. Okay. I don't think it's his fault. I think that he was a major contributing factor.
All right. So now let's hear what Arman has to say in response. Now let me see if I can find. But what is it up here? Okay, there it is. There it is right there. Bam, there it is right there. All right. Now we're fixing to pick up with Arman and his live stream where he addresses fucking there. Arman did something that I think he should not have done. And that was, according to him, he had not saw that interview. He had not watched that interview. He watched it fresh and live on his live for a fresh, real-time review. And I think that's where he went wrong. I think if he had had an opportunity to watch it and get all of what he got out and then came to the people and given us a more polished, I'll say, response, I think it would have been a better way. But instead, he gave us his real, true reaction. And Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Seek up. Now listen, y'all. I listen. We save over here. I'm not seeing Arman. Thank you, Judge. Well, I'm finna see it. I'm finna let you see him now. I'm giving his understanding. He was. Now let me give you a warning. They say trigger warning. I'm learning to tell y'all ahead of time. Thank y'all though. Y'all, I know y'all love y'all YouTube pastor, because I be jumping out here doing stuff, and y'all be like, hey, pastor, wait. wait. Say this first. Do this first. I appreciate y'all. And as y'all see, your YouTube pastor listen. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can tell me. Oh, God. Shannon says his immaturity wouldn't let him. Now listen, trigger warning. Arman is cursing. Okay? For those of us who are a certain stature, he's cursing. For those of us who understand ninjaism, he cussing. He is cussing. He's cussing. So clutch your pearls. Paper Bible say, yes, sir. Yeah, Clarissa. Yes, we paper Bible say over here. So, Clarissa, get your Bible. Get your Bible and rub it on you. Adrian, he cussing. I want you. Listen, get your Bible and just rub it. I don't want nobody. I don't want none of my members. Hey, Catherine Pye. Hey, baby. And she said, clutching my purse. Get your Bible. Get your Bible. And just rub it on you. Just rub it. Just rub. Just rub it on you now. Rub it. Rub it on you. Rub it. Rub them ears. Rub it. Just rub it on you. Rub it. I want you covered. Where's that sicker? Get the anointing oil too, community. Oh God, Bible on my back. I want you covered before we hear this now. I'm hugging mine. I'm just saying. Woo, Lord Jesus. My God. I heard Arman, and I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about the Lord helping me work on my deliverance from cussing. I ain't cussed like that in a long time. I still got a little cussing spirit, and I'm working on it. Y'all help me work on it. Y'all do. Y'all help me work on it, because I have to watch myself, guard myself, and so that just is helping me do that even more on a daily basis. So thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all's love and support. All right. Adrian got the Bible and the oil. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh, Lord, Arman. Now,
in fucking March to get me fired. Now look. Hold on.
Look. April. And I'm texting. She's a bitch. She's the fucking joke. Claudia has said on every show in drug, I barely speak to her. And she's always tries to bring it back to right. I mean, read her for filth. Yes. Black women. Look. We need to get her. Girl, I'm not fake. Read it. That's the shit I endured every day. I didn't get no fair chance. I was caught in the middle of bullshit. And I had to sit there and smile. And I had no idea that I was fucking being played. Jesus. But because I know the narrative is, Arman always crashes out, I'm sitting there taking it. Then I'm not even getting paid as much. Then I'm not even getting no fucking opportunities. And you bitches want to run up here and make it seem like I tanked the show? Fuck this show. Fuck that motherfucking show, bitch.
Oh, Lord. Okay. All right. I don't know what happened and why that blanked out. I don't know if y'all saw the blanket out, but it blanked out. It scared me. I said, Lord, have mercy. Arman and cussed us all off. Cussed us off the line. The internet said enough. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Sow a seed. We want you to hang on to your salvation. Sow a seed. Oh Lord, if y'all could give Pastor Keon $2,100 to build a church, the insurance, and already gave him money back together again. Y'all can sow a seed to help my ears. I'm gonna have to get them purified. Whoa. Yeah, I thought we needed a break. God, help me. Hold on. Yes. I can wrestle. Whoa. Okay. This little piece right here. Arman was responding to the part of the interview where Funky says that pretty much it was like, okay. Arman felt like in Funky's interview, Funky protected Al Reynolds. So for those of you all who may not know, a show on Fox Soul, we just talked about Cocktails with the Queens, right? Well, another show was the show that Funkydineva was on, Claudia Jordan, and Al Reynolds. And I'm going to do something right quick. Hold on, y'all. Give me one quick second. I'm going to see if I can do something. Ooh, I'm going to have to open up a whole new tab. Since I got a few people who don't know who we're talking about, I think it would be helpful if I showed y'all a picture so y'all can see and kind of put faces with names and know who we're talking about. Okay. Ooh, this is wonderful right here. Now let me see. I'm going to stop sharing right there. I'm going to come back over here. And I'm gonna start sharing, and then it's gonna open up, and I'm gonna see this right here, and I'm gonna share this right here. Can y'all see? Okay, here we go. All right. The guy with the hat on is Funky. That's who we saw in the interview with Carlos King. The guy next to him with the glasses, that's Al Reynolds. And the lady next to him is Claudia Jordan. Those are the three individuals that made up TGIF. Okay? TGIF. Then Arman comes on when Funky leaves. Okay? All right, here we go. We'll start sharing. So Arman watches this video and he feels as though Funky is not being honest. He feels like Funky, that interview with Carlos King was a bunch of BS. He did not want the show to succeed. He was glad when it failed. And he is not being honest about Al Reynolds. Arman feels as though Al Reynolds was the problem, has been the problem. He is shady. He is calculating. He's a backstabber. And he's a manipulator. And so the text that Arman just posted and we saw was from Al Reynolds talking about Claudia and plotting on how to get rid of Claudia. According to Arman, Funky told him don't mess with Claudia or be careful of Claudia and some of the producers because they play games and they're not gonna protect you. They literally will send you out there and let you play in traffic by yourself and not tell you it's traffic coming. Al, he says, told him to stay away from Claudia because she was a master manipulator. Don't call her, don't text her, don't respond, don't do nothing. Arman said that he followed those instructions. So when Claudia was trying to call him or text him or email him, he would not respond, which pissed Claudia off. But Claudia reaches out to a mutual friend of theirs, and through that friend gets Arman on the phone. And they were able to speak and talk. And Arman said, became friends. Once he and Claudia became friends, Al got jealous and mad and upset, and that's when the BS started to happen. And he wanted to show us proof, the receipts, that Al, if you want to say Claudia was maneuvering behind the scenes, so was Al. And Arman's problem with Funky in his interview is that he feels like Funky would not hold his friend Al Reynolds accountable for being messy too. And that is Funky, called him childish. He needs to grow up, mature. That's his two main problems.
Like, please, spare me. Spare the fuck out of me. I'm like so fucking mad. Bitch, I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. I went through so much bullshit on that motherfucking show. I went through so much shit. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck that show. I'm so fucking mad. And I have to fucking sit there and smile every fucking day. I'm so fucking mad. And motherfuckers love to blame me for every fucking thing. Bitch, I wasn't getting $250 fucking $1,000. Bitch, I wasn't getting all these fucking opportunities. Bitch, I was being dragged on both ends. The fuck? Motherfuckers was trying me left and fucking right. And I had to sit up there and smile every fucking day. I'm so fucking mad. I have to fucking smile every day. I'm so fucking heated. I don't give a fuck about that show. Y'all have me fucked up. Bitches always speaking on me. Bitch, what's up? I'm so mad. I'm so fucking mad. It's like y'all will let her blame it on fucking me. These motherfuckers got their own fucking issues. These motherfuckers older than me. I'm so fucking irritated, bro. So fucking mad.
Sorry, y'all. Keep watching.
I came in and the fucking shit was against me, nigga. I didn't have nobody. Fucking Justin was the only one that was fucking trying to help me.
Instead of refusing to talk to her, he entertained that nonsense. He should have shut it down once he discovered that it was her. He should have shut it down all the way around. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I don't want to be in that. Some folks refuse to listen to sound advice. It's a whole lot of mess. Adrian, I don't know him either. But y'all done learned a whole lot of new people tonight. I'm gonna suppress these feelings, and this interview triggered him. Absolutely, Seeker. Absolutely. He was kind of thrown in the middle of mess. Bless his heart. Cause he big man. He is big man. Greetings from the UK. Hey, Ellie, how are you? Thanks so much for joining us. We're so glad to have you all the way from the UK. You are welcome here. We're talking about some mess. That's all. And that's why I start off by saying, I'm going to give this brother some grace because he's hurt. He's realizing that he was being played by who, I don't know. It seemed like it may have been both Al and Claudia. And he responded, I don't think he responded right. I think that response will cause people to be concerned. Because listen, y'all, we are seeing it and hearing it everywhere we turn about this industry, wanting to be a part of the business industry, right? It's, what do they say? Ain't no friends in Hollywood. Ain't no friends. We are here to make this money and to prepare ourselves for the next opportunity. I never knew these people, but I know them now. Your YouTube pastor gonna expose you to some things. His own actions caused him to get what he got. The show was canceled. Well, I am proud of Funky. Funky's live tonight. He addressed Arman's interview. And I was proud of Funky. I was wondering, I think he's going to have to respond because Arman cussed him out from the rooted to the tooted. But I hope he don't respond like I know he can, because this thing will never end. And Funky did the mature, professional thing to do. He understood. He apologized for whatever he said in that interview that brought him any type of hurt, because that was not his intent. Showed the brother some love and kept it pushing. I understand Arman doesn't want to accept it and sure don't want to hear it, because he's a full-grown man that then got it out the mud. But you got to grow up a little bit more. A business professional maturity. Being able to do a job is good. But when you step over in that corporate world, where you got to figure out how to do your job in the midst of working with a whole lot of different people, with a whole lot of different personalities and attitudes and all of this, you're not there yet for that. I know you don't want to hear it, I'm not coming at you, brother. I gave you your props. But there is a level of maturity that is needed to handle these Hollywood streets, brother. Now, here's the thing. Everybody wants you to get it. Everybody wants you to get it. The question is, will you allow your pride and arrogance to come down enough to truly hear what's being said and take advantage of it? I guess time will tell. Arman, in my opinion, he's immature and has a small vocabulary. Well, baby, I tell you, he got a good cussing vocabulary. He used every cuss word I know that exists. I watch how you miss. Oh, you time zone. Because I saw Funky's live before I came on. I wanted to see what he had to say because I wanted to talk about it. Oh, you missed Funky live. Did you miss his live? Did you miss his live? Well, look what your YouTube pastor is about to do for y'all, because I love you so. And can't no devil in hell now listen. Now I'm about to tell the devil where he can go, but it looked like the devil may have me, because I'm trying to figure out what is my third video. Okay, that what it say right there, and I see it. Say it. Okay, there it is. Oh, Jesus. Couldn't find my shoes. Now I can't find my video. All right, guys. Lord, what I done. I don't know why I'm over there. Okay, here I go. Here we go. Let's listen a little bit to what Funky got to say. He said it tonight on his live.
And I 100% agree with him. And the position that you found yourself in, Arman, was the very position I was trying to prevent you from being in. Hence why I gave you all the information that you needed to navigate that space. See, the unfortunate thing is, you know, you've got one person who has made it their life's mission to be in all the comments, responding to all the blogs, doing all the interviews, the first person to break the news that the show was canceled before the show was even officially canceled. The only person doing all the talking, you notice everybody else is quiet, and thus that's the person driving the narrative. You got swept up in some games that were being played before you entered the scene, and you made the choice to align yourself with the very side, and I'm going to reveal some stuff here. You chose to align yourself with the very person when you were auditioning who went to the execs and said, he does not like women. I feel threatened when working with this person. This person is not a good fit. And whether you know it or not, and despite how you may feel about Al at this point in time, it was Al who stood up for you and said, you know what? I have to draw the line here. It's one thing if you don't want to work with him. That's one thing. It's another thing for you to ruin his name with the whole Fox organization. Okay? Once that was revealed to me, that is when I started working on your behalf in the background. That's when I began texting Joyce saying, Joyce, y'all would be a doggone fool not to hire Arman. Y'all would be a fool. He's the only one that can do it. Then if you notice, when I posted that post on my Instagram and I said, Arman did so good, y'all. It's nobody else that can take my spot except Arman. That was all intentional, Arman. That was all intentional. That was me and Al working in the background to get you the job because she was working so hard for you not to get it. The PTSD from me being there, you even told me that she called you and said, don't think because you got a YouTube page and you got a YouTube following that means anything over here. The same one who said you were talking too much, that you need to dial it back, that you needed to fall back. You can take what I gave you, you can take it any way you want to take it. Based on the experience that I had there, I felt like I was doing you a service, not a disservice, by disclosing everything that I experienced when I was working there. You know, unfortunately, somehow or another, you were able to get swept up in a game that was much bigger than you. And honestly and truthfully, I felt like I prepped you good enough for you not to have got swept up in that. And I think what I see in you is also what I see in a lot of younger gays, is that they cling to these women thinking that these women gonna take them somewhere. And honestly and truthfully, you got swept up in her game, and collectively that game caused that show to get canceled. Again, everybody wants me to speak on Al and condemn Al and all these different things. Listen, I am pretty sure that there is enough blame to go around. The stuff that is being said about Al, simply, I was not there, okay? I wasn't there. I was not there. So whatever it is he's talking about between the time that he was there, I don't know anything of that. When I was there, Al by himself was not the problem, all right? There was enough blame to be spread amongst everybody, if we're being honest. But when I was there, Al by himself was not the problem. Again, what transpired between January and that time that show got canceled with Al, I do not know, so I cannot speak on it. But I just find it unfortunate that even in me giving you some, what I felt to be constructive criticism, Arman, that you still found a way to uphold the very thing that I said what was holding you back. I hate that you went out like that. I really do. Because at the end of the day, while you were upset and you have the right to be upset, and you endured your own set of whatever you endured, and I give you credit, you did walk into the middle of a SHIT storm armed with enough information. I honestly wish you would have just remained neutral and stayed out of it. That really would have been the best course of action, because you came into the situation in the middle of the story. And there is 2.5 years, almost 3 years of story that happened before you got there. And that's what I was trying to give you, Arman. And the very thing that I was trying to prevent by giving you the information is the very thing that you fell victim to. And I still think, based on your response, you don't even see how you got played in all of this. I can't even be mad with you because you are a victim. I have to give you that. You are legitimately a victim in this situation. You got played in one of the worst ways. You did. And unfortunately, in getting swept up in a game that you did not understand, I guess the fair thing to say is that all 3 of y'all collectively got that show canceled. Nevertheless, Arman, as far as I'm concerned, I see you're hurt. I hate that you're hurt. If my words caused you any duress and or stress, I sincerely apologize. That was not my intent. I really was trying to big you up and give you a bit of constructive criticism on the side. You didn't take it that way. But me being just a little older and a bit more mature about it, this is not one of those situations where I'm going to take back what I said, because what I said was said from a place of love, and it was said to only benefit you. And now I'm going to have to actually double down on it, dog. There is a maturity piece, Arman, that's missing, man. And I'm saying this with so much love. It was missing with that rant, and it was missing with your response to me. Yeah, you got one off. You got one off. You did. You read me for filth, yada, yada. You feel good? I hope you do. But you're not going to get nothing for it. That's the thing. And like, people are watching. So now he's volatile. He's going to be uneasy to work with. Whenever we hire him, he's going to go off of the deep end. And that's why I'm extending grace, compassion, empathy, and sympathy for you. Like, dog, you got to step that maturity piece up, Arman. Say it with love. Now, you can read me for filth again. You cannot heed to it. But I promise you, there's no ill intent. I've been there. I remember the way I showed my ass when I went through that Michelle Brown situation. I remember Demetria Lucas calling me, texting me, saying, "Funkydineva, I am in a lot of journalism circles right now, and you need to take that down. This looks very bad. Everybody is talking about you. You look very volatile." I remember my agent calling me saying, "What are you doing?" I remember the doors that got closed in my face because I behaved that way. Because you are another Black gay man in this space that is being recognized, I was trying to help you. And I won't apologize for that. I was trying to help you. And I'm still trying to help you. Like I said, I'm not mad. You can pick up the phone today, tomorrow, and call me, and I promise you we can talk about it and go get a drink. Black man, I want you to know I see your hurt. I'm sorry for anything that I may have contributed to that hurt, but my intentions were pure. And I hope that we can get past this. Because like I said, I don't feel no ways tired about it. I'm not bothered. It didn't move me none. I get it, and I just wish things hadn't been the way it was. With that being said, that's all I got left on it, y'all. That really is all I got left.
Whoa. Whoa. But this is taking the whole show. So I'm going to modify my title. But doggone it, I'm coming back tomorrow. So get ready. I want to talk about Pastor Keon, and I want to talk about this young man named Terrence Howard. And I know by now y'all have seen that video because it was all over the place, but I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that. Woo! Ellie says Funky wanted the show to fail. That's why he started going live at the same time as TGIF. Let's not have cognitive dissonance now. Hey, Ellie then dropped over from the UK and is getting us together. Once Arman let that pride go and humble himself, he would thank Funky. I am Talisha. Hey, darling. Been hanging in the bushes. Funky knew something was coming. Funky said he was being petty when he started live at the same time. Arman said, is petty not being childish? Is that not being immature? It is. It is. But the man admitted that he was being petty. But he admitted that his pettiness was being driven by how he was being treated by the corporation. Do y'all remember when Funky first left? And I say this, Ellie, because you're right. There was. All I'm saying is Funky admitted that that is how he was feeling. He was human. And when you feel like somebody has mistreated you, abused you, mishandled you, you may not go right. You may not go out and dig a ditch for that person. You may not go out and set a plan or a devise to get them back. But baby, don't tell me there ain't a little piece of you, that there ain't a little piece of you that feels a little vindicated, or feeling a little good about yourself. When that person got to take a step back, come down a little bit, maybe even have to come back and apologize. Don't tell me you don't feel, that don't make you feel just a little, no. If you've never been in that position, thank God. And if you have been in that position, but you were able to rise above it all, to not have a thought or an inkling of a feeling that says, that's what you get. I got to tell the truth. Yeah. My imperfections, I don't think gonna kick me out of heaven, but lying about them, I think will. Medicine woman said, Funky admitted he did that on purpose. Moral of the story, who's still standing? The whole point of it all. The whole point of it all. If Funky, in my opinion, okay, my opinion, if Funky wanted to tear that show up, he could have. He could have. If Funky wanted to continue to be a part of the mess over there, I believe he could have. Because remember, Claudia brought Flame Monroe on the show. And to try and generate a buzz about Flame being on TGIF, Flame them tried to construct and create a beef between Flame Monroe and Funky. And Funky saw what it was ahead down the road and said, you're not going to play in my face. I know exactly what you're doing. And I don't want to play. Say what you want to say. Funky is a wise guy. He is. And he has allowed his life experiences and the mistakes that he has made and the experiences that he has had, and he has learned from them. Arman has had experiences, but he keeps having the same one over and 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 over again. At what point do you learn and you change? I saw something that Ellie said that I thought was interesting. As messy as Tasha K is, she's been saying the same thing about Arman. Our church service is too long. See? Get ready for tomorrow's show. I'm coming back tomorrow, baby. We got to finish. This was good. He did admit it. He admitted that there was a part of him, that he was human. He admitted that there was a part of him that felt that way. But y'all, if he was low down and dirty, right? He would have told T.S. Madison, don't go over there. They gave that offer to T.S. Madison. But because of other obligations she had, and the money wasn't worth trying to force this position, she didn't take it. He could have messed it up for Arman, him and Al. Ain't nobody had to go to bat for Arman. Claudia didn't want him, and that's not a secret. Claudia said that out of her own mouth when she interviewed with Carlos King. She said she didn't want him because she felt like it was her show, and nobody was respecting her for having brought this show to the network. Now, forget the fact that she didn't have no paperwork in place. So that's why they treated her like a regular old employee. Your opinion doesn't matter because you didn't do the paperwork, which I do not understand. How, talking about when we was friends, I just figured he would. You figured what? You've been in the business long enough to know, get the paperwork signed up front. Then we can do whatever we want to do. But we're not going out here doing things on the hope and the whim that's going to get done on the back end. No, we're going to take care of it on the front end, which tells me, Claudia, that you're not business minded. You still got to mature. And it just seems like a bunch of grown folks with a blessed opportunity couldn't see past their own ass to get to the promised land, brother. And it appears that the only person who has truly benefited from all of this, the show, the cancellation of the show, the leaving of the show, is Funky. And I saw something else that was said. Somebody said something, and I thought it was nice. Let's see. That's a bigger person to respond like you. Salute, Funky. Yeah. I am police said, I'm glad Conscious TV didn't go over there. He would have given them the business. Oh, bless God. Y'all so funny to me. So if Funky wanted to test something down, I really do believe that he would, that he could, and he would have, and I don't think he did. I think Funky's feeling was a natural feeling that anybody would. I think it's a natural feeling that anybody would have. But do I think that he wanted the whole show to go away? I don't. I think he wanted to prove a point to that network. And once the point was proved, But everybody knew the show was getting out of here. The people are, for those who haven't seen Arman's full live, go back and watch it, because he talks about the things that was going on in the background when he got there. Like they got rid of all the lawyers and HR. Baby, if you came into a company and they had a legal team and an HR department, and while you there, them folk leave, we don't need them no more. Why don't you need them? We still here. Oh, Lord. I don't understand. I don't understand Arman's position. I'm working with you, brother, though. I'm just saying. They let the whole legal team, the whole HR department go. We don't need y'all no more. Well, you have to ask yourself, why? Because you still have staff? Is we getting a whole new team? No. They were telling y'all. They were telling you the show was gone. The show was ending because the numbers were not there. And I wonder, to be honest, I wonder if it was ever in the plans for that show to blow up. Or that they were trying to take it somewhere, like to actually put it on TV. Because they were cutting a lot of shows. So I'm trying to figure out, if you cutting all these other shows, which is freeing up money, how you can't give him an extra 250. Add an extra 60,000 so that the show keeps going. If you want to know the truth, I think they all got played. And the company intentionally didn't resolve or address the issues that was going on behind the scenes, because the whole plan was for it to implode. And none of you ninjas saw that. I told y'all that Jamal Bryant got married to that, was going to marry that woman because he had political aspirations, or at least he got engaged. Marriage ain't happened yet. But it was all for political aspiration. He done had 3 prophets coming in and prophesied that he going to be in politics. Really? Really? Nobody seen that until now in the political season. St. James showed the video of Pastor Todd Hall, another prophet. Jamal been bringing all the prophets to the church. That's to raise that money, though. And when you prophesy to people, they feel good. They have faith and believe that you are being moved with the hand of God. And because of that, when you ask them to sow that $1,000 seed, they're gonna sow it. They're gonna sow it. Prophet Hall told Jamal that the Lord told him that he didn't just send Carrie for love. He sent her because she fit like a glove. Huh? He ain't sent her for love. He ain't sent her. That's not why he sent her. Seek a thus revival. See you tomorrow. Revival, baby. Revival. I love you all. I've been a part of the congregation for years. It's just the time zone difference that deters me from being in every live. It's what? Go to sleep. Watch the replay. Hit the like button. Oh my God. I had no idea. Go to sleep. I'm finna go to sleep because I got to get up. I got to be on the bench tomorrow. Y'all tell you the truth. They've been working good, but that's okay. We helping the people, and that's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. Help the people. Help the people. Come on, Pastor Judd. We love you, Ely. Is it Ely or Eli? Sika said 12:21 a.m. for me. Go to sleep. Sika. But good sometimes, don't it be good? Don't it be good? Y'all, I love y'all to death. I love y'all to death. I promise. Well, I love y'all to life. People tell me don't say that. I love y'all to life. Sika, I didn't need. Yes. That's how you spell it. That's the right word right there. That's what I was trying to say. Right there. You know church good. You know good church late out after 12 midnight. I know. We're going over to the Waffle House or the Huddle House, whichever one you got closest to you. That's where the preachers go to eat after church. Just times I did not get an alert that you were coming on the airline. Sean, I'm sorry. I'm finna do better. I'm gonna do a little bit better because I think what has happened is I wondered if my notifications was going out. I think because of the length of time it's been, I may be kind of slipping in the algorithm. So we're gonna do better. I'm coming on tomorrow. I know you don't. You are a faithful member. You one of the faithful members. Hallelujah. A good saint to have. She said, turn the notification on, off, and then back on. Let's see if that does it. Claudia has monkeyed up every job that she's had because she's missed. Let me tell y'all this about Claudia Jordan, what I think, and then I'm going to let y'all go on in, okay? Listen. Ellie. That sounds about right, Miss Powell. That sounds about right. Oh. Judge Jamal Finance was with Marvin Sapp, another blogger said. Fiance. That's what they say. She's been married before. That's what he said. Sika said they over there profit line. Oh, Jamal is engaged. He's been bringing the prophets over there, the prophesy to the people, encouraging them, Now, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Now, I ain't going to lie. I think they got the gift. I think they got it. I think Prophet Todd Hall got it. I think that Lovey guy got it. I think they got it, but I think from time to time when you catch them, it may not be purely being used. Now let me say this about Claudia. Claudia's name come up in everything. And she is always a victim. She always play this. I know, like she's standing up for black women. There's something about that chick. Baby, your name just can't come up in everything. Let me just say this. Every job, every relationship, your name just can't come up in everything. And I'm telling you, Ellie said, that's right. It's pronounced Ellie. Okay, Ellie. I got you, baby. Todd Hall, I don't think so. He just said, I don't think so. We're going to have a Friday night church service last night so we can be prepared to go home. 10 minutes to quiet. Did y'all hear Madison Woman say we're going to have a Friday night church service? The last night of the revival. So be prepared to go over. We got 10 visiting churches and all their choirs got to give an A and B selection. He was. And the way Tweet daughter tells the story, as soon as Tweet helped him pay off his taxes he owed, he went away. The Lord called him. Dr. Cindy Trill had them giving up their money over there because she said she spent $1,500 in London. She must have bought the whole car. Baby, Cindy Trim had them giving the money before she preached the word. She told the folks to bring her $20. 10 people bring her $20. The whole church came. She went with $20. In the midst of the people bringing $20, she went up to 100. People coming. As the 100 people were coming, she went up to 1,000. The line got lighter. She told so many life stories to encourage, to talk them folk out of getting 10 people to bring her $1,000. Lord have mercy. It took her longer to raise that money than it did to preach, and ran out of time to preach. But she just had to testify in some kind of way to prophesy to Jamal about him being in politics. So when he step out, then y'all can say, see, the Lord said it. The Lord. Hey. Got up at church Sunday and told the people that he got a phone call from President Carter, asking him to lead up the Carter Center, be over their voter registration. See how it all falling in? Y'all, I do ask the Lord to help me. If I got any prayer that I pray on a regular basis, I ask God for discernment, man. You gotta, even if I don't know what I know, I need you to let me know that I know something. You know, I don't know what it is, but it's something. That's enough for me. I used to ignore that, and it cost me a lot. So I don't ignore it anymore. And I'm asking God to fine tune it, not just for me, but because of the people I love. If the Lord can drop something in my spirit, help me see something or feel something that will cause me to be able to say to somebody, hey, be careful, slow down, watch out. I'm not a prophet. I just ask God for discernment. Agents say, well, she wasn't shamed. She was not shamed. She said she spent $15 on a meal. They ran up there like roaches. It was the first one. She said $1,000 wasn't no money. Talking to anyone. Adrian, he in hospice. Adrian said Carter ain't talking to anyone. Judge T. Claudia is a to-be actress. Even in real life, she comes across very disingenuous. She's been, Claudia has yeah. 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 That's about right. It was a setup. I'm telling you the truth. The company set them up, got them fighting amongst themselves and implodes. They use it as an excuse to cancel the show because they've been trying to get from under it for a minute. Mm-hmm. Probably was. That's his initiative. Probably was. Whatever he doing. Sweet Essence, whatever he doing, the people got him doing it. Seeker, I absolutely, let me make this clear. As everybody seems to be using Jamal's phrase now, let's be clear. I absolutely love that dude. I think when Jamal is in his anointed space, when he is genuinely doing pastoral work, you can't beat him. But Jamal gets into trouble when he starts looking for and going after clout and prestige, notoriety, outside of just being one hell of a doggone good preacher. He wants more than that. He wants more than that. And I'm okay with that. Be as great as the Lord will allow. Baby, if he opened up the sky, go get it. My problem with Jamal is he gets lost in it. And then we have to start dealing with and addressing his sin, his waywardness. And he's just at a stage in life where we don't have time for him to keep starting over. And because I love him, I want the brother to win. Some of these preachers are for DT for president. Some Catherine Powell, Just T got her Patreon up. Please, I hope as many of you all will. It's not an obligation. It's just where we're going to be talking about that stuff over there. Since I cannot discuss it in the public forum, with a private church gathering, we can discuss. So we're going to talk about all that over there. And there are going to be videos that I'm going to be putting up and placing over there that you guys will have to access and watch. That is not her gift. She should have called Juanita back. Oh, Lord. He can preach. He can. And I know they be owning by his theology. Jamal said something about, what did he say? Jesus was out of order. God or Jesus, somebody was out of order. And Lord, they went on it. He don't mean that. He doesn't mean that he believes that the Lord was out of order. He uses it in a way to humanize his speech, his preaching. Freudian slip. But whatever. Some people say he's motivational speaking over there. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I don't mind. I got to deal with this real life out here for real, y'all. I need somebody to encourage me. Every time I go to church, I don't need to hear gloom and gloom. This is waiting on me when I hit the door. So I need a recharging. Yeah, even though they talking about you, God still got you. Yeah, even though they plotting against you, it ain't gonna come nigh thy. What you say? I need to hear it. I'm glad y'all life is just so wonderful that you can go into a church house and hear them talk about you on your way to hell every Sunday. I can't. If I'm on my way to hell every Sunday, then what I'm doing? Why am I getting up, getting out of my bed? I'm going to hell anyway. I know the fire and brimstone. The sermon can definitely show you when the dark clouds are headed your way. It'll give you something. I agree. He loves attention and clout. It's his kryptonite. He sure ain't addressing his sin. Ooh, Adrian. Lord. Thank you, Miss Marlon. Thank you. Another immature man. No discipline. And I'm gonna tell y'all something else though. Can I tell y'all this before I let you go? Y'all, we way over time. We got to go. I'm gonna say this and then I'm leaving. But the last few Sundays, Jamal been preaching. Jamal act like he been asking the Lord to give him an extra type of anointing. He been calling out type specific. Come here, you're single and you're pregnant. Come here. He laying hands, he praying. I mean, he been preaching. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying since Carrie has come out the bushes, Jamal been preaching. He been preaching. Because he loves Pastor Jamal, Larry Reed, and Funkydineva. I do. I do. I know Larry Reed in the tarot cards and everything. I can't get with that. But I do. I admire their work ethic. I don't know, y'all. I don't try to put anybody on a pedestal because I know nobody's perfect. I was mature in the word, and I did that one time, and my God hurt my whole heart. And I had to mature to understand that wasn't nobody's fault but mine. The preacher didn't do nothing to me. I just had to get wise. I had to grow up and get off the milk. That's all. Jamal uses in a thought-provoking way for his odds. Right. He is Jamal is getting something. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Catherine said to Lisa, he's probably getting. He was. Karen was a part of the rotation. She's been around for a long time. But now he can get it without shame. It got him preaching different. I'm going to tell you that. That boy preaching over there. Good night. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. We're coming on. We're going to finish. We're going to hit Pastor Keon. We're going to talk about that Terrence Howard situation. So we are coming back tomorrow. Be ready because I'm coming. I'm going to try and come on around about the same time. Around about the same time, okay? Maybe a little early because I was trying to get on around about 7, but something came up as usual. So somewhere between the 7 o'clock and 9 o'clock my time, I'll be on. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love y'all to death. And as I always say, to the extent the channel is a success, it is because of you. Ellie said it is. I'm going to do something for you, Ellie. I'm going to do something for you. Ellie say it's 5 a.m. Ellie, I'm going to work on this time schedule, and I'm going to do a live on your time. I don't know how it's going to work. And the show going to have to be on the weekend, because I think to make it right your time is going to be wrong my time. But you have been a dedicated member of the congregation for a long time, and I'm going to do that for you. We're going to make it happen. Cow. All right. Good night, all. Love y'all to death. Love y'all to life. Good morning, Ellie. Have a wonderful day. I'm going to work it out. I'm going to figure out a way how to make it work, okay? I want to do that. We probably gonna have a terrorist service. Y'all remember that? Anybody remember what a terrorist service is? We're gonna shut in. We're gonna shut in. Get your pillows. Bring your pillows in a blanket. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, okay? Y'all be blessed, and I will see y'all tomorrow night. Bye-bye.